Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Arc the Lad 2. Now this is a bit of a weird one. Actually this is the second attempt at recording this episode, or, well, not so much attempt. I already recorded this episode, 39 it should be, I think. Anyway, let me quickly accept this job here. I don't know what triggered this appearing. Maybe I had to just re-enter the guild. Not sure. So, monster food. A steady stream of monsters have been seen coming from east of the heap, so that's the caved-in part. Again, our client wishes the hole to be covered to stop the monsters. Remember that dude standing there when we did the first quest with the gas leak, and he or we mentioned actually seeing a door down there that I hadn't even noticed. But so yeah, as I said, I already recorded this episode basically, and this is a take 2. I was really considering just keeping my previous video. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the story while doing this quest. So I ended up dedicating this entire episode to just this one side quest. It took 45 whole minutes with a ton of cuts, so that was more like 1.5 hours of real-time recording. And that is absolutely ludicrous. You're absolutely correct in thinking that if you are. Let me quickly buy some stuff here. I completely skipped over the fact that he does in fact sell recover fruits, by the way, which heal 80 points, I think. A lot more expensive than the blood herbs that heal 30, but also well worth the investment, I feel. I'm gonna buy 4 of this. I think I have 2. And I'm also gonna buy like 3 more blood herbs. They should really be all that I ever need. Okay, so here's what happened. Last time the start was similar to this. I started with having discovered this side quest and wanted to do it, despite the, you know, time pressure that we're technically still under, trying to get into Romalia, but that's fine. Yeah, and well, everything started out smoothly enough. I did not buy additional healing items because I had 3 blood grass, and I had also, I think I mentioned the fact that I actually had, well, yeah, 2 of these recover fruits and 2 of these strengthened fruits, and also 1 chaos herb that heals 40, I think. Yeah, these are 30, these are 40, these are 80. I don't know how much these heal. Probably at least 100 if I had to guess. Then we still have this level up fruit also, and the agility increase. But I think I want to give both of these to Elk. Or maybe even Ark if I ever get to use him permanently. Anyway, so it starts out, well, with well-known enemies. And I didn't really have any trouble for this early part, but, well, I don't know if I want to spoil what's going to happen. Well, one weird thing that I can talk about is, as you remember, Tosh started out with these items. And later on in this dungeon I'm going to find a piece of armor that's kind of decent. And I was talking about how I have no idea what Yukari's Crest does. This calls counterattack and heals on use. It seems very arcane and, well, you know, it doesn't seem to make any sense. Because, you know, counterattacks happen automatically and heals on use. I actually went ahead and tried using it as an item. I unequipped it and used it, and it just disappeared and did nothing. So I have no idea what's up with that. Book of Flower, well, I went ahead and first I thought I'd replace Book of Flower with the armor and keep this, but then I figured Yukari's Crest doesn't seem to do anything. I even ended up googling it, looking at a FAQ, and even the author of that FAQ had no idea what it actually does. So I ended up replacing Yukari's Crest instead. And that turned out to be a mistake, because suddenly Tosh started dealing way less damage. As you're gonna see, or I guess you'll still remember from the previous quest down here with the same exact enemies, he's pretty reliably, actually very reliably able to finish off these dragons in one attack, for example. He never deals less than, say, 150 damage, which is enough to kill these. So, there. That's a low hit. And it goes up to over 300 sometimes, but over 200 not too rarely. So, yeah. That's a thing. And after I had changed his equipment around, even after re-equipping Yukari's Crest, he dealt like 90-something damage on a typical hit against these dragons. Still around 100 to the skeletons, but yeah, he also dealt drastically less damage against on counter hits against dragons specifically. Not against skeletons, but against dragons and pretty much everything else. So that was really bizarre. I'm still not sure what's up with that. Okay, that guy just got up. Should have probably finished off the other skeleton first, since it got out of paralysis, or it got paralyzed earlier. That's my bad. Okay, Jubakuzan is good in this case. Doesn't take too much mana. Deals some damage, which is not counterable since it is a special attack, and also has a chance to paralyze, as it just did. Cheer nettle, yeah, that's not useful. Thanks. Okay, here we go. This door, this is apparently a door, and it's now open. The guild sent you, right? Well, I got this door open, barely. Once it was open, I couldn't resist going inside, but once I was in there, I ran into one monster after another. After another. They eventually forced me to retreat back to this point. That's why I asked the guild for help. And since you took the job, I guess you're elected to stop these monsters. Good luck, and be careful. Indeed. So, yeah. And I guess I didn't really have any sort of trouble up to this point either. I mean, it's just the same old enemies for the most part, except for one special encounter that's going to come up. I guess we'll talk about that a little bit once we get there. Well, I guess I can say this much. There's gonna be some kind of a kind of puzzle coming up. Actually, really the first real puzzle in this entire game, as far as I can tell. And it's actually kind of neat. It took me a little bit to figure out because there's one oddity with it that I'm gonna point out once we get there. I mean, it does make sense. It's the actual solution does make sense. I just got misled by, I don't know, just a bit of the design. Nice, recover fruit. Yeah, they can drop that too. Oh, those are pretty nice. And yeah, I don't know. I'd have to rewatch my footage actually to really be able to tell at which point things started going downhill. But they did. As I said, I had not bought any extra healing items. I must have ended up getting 2 of those recover fruits as drops, because I ended up with 4 of those, but I only had 3 blood herbs, and I ended up somehow using up all of them. I don't know. I must have gotten hit much more. I also... Actually, there's a part coming up. Actually, oh yeah, okay. First of all, there's this room with 2 treasures. I don't think the armor piece is in here, though. I might be wrong. There's another room with treasure coming up. So 4 treasures in total, which is not bad. Unfortunately, we didn't get a stun there. That's okay, though. We're still looking absolutely fine HP-wise here. So anyway, yeah, that was another mistake, although of course I had no way of knowing that it was a mistake to begin with, changing that equipment around, and thus forever crippling Tosh, because as I said, even after changing his equipment back to what it was originally, his damage was permanently like cut in half almost. Which, wow, nice. Which obviously is a huge disadvantage. And I don't know what part of that is the glitch or the bug. I don't know if his damage is supposed to be this low, or, well, as low as it was after changing, or if it's supposed to be high and just, I don't know, you know, reached a bugged state after that change. But either way, I'd really rather keep it the way it is right now. Although I did experiment some more. Well, as I said, this entire thing turned out to be a complete train wreck, right? Even though I did survive it somehow. I still don't know how. I ended up using not only the 3 blood grass that I had. Here we go, cure all, and a Conf Ancient Spear. That's actually slightly less damage than the Scorpion, but it has a confusion on hit, which might be useful. Yeah, right. There's another fight coming up here. So I did end up using all of my my blood herbs, and I was really trying not to have to rely on using my healing fruits, which I thought at the time I couldn't buy. I completely I completely skipped over the fact that I can buy the recover fruits in the shop for 400 gold a piece, but really that's pretty much affordable at this point. So I thought I had to be super conservative with those, even more conservative than I typically am with consumable items. And I tried my damnedest. I ran from all the battles that I could, and you know, as I said, that puzzle encounter didn't go so well the first time around. It took me a while to figure out there is a fight involved that you can avoid if you know what you're doing, but obviously I didn't at the time. So yeah, I don't know, and I don't know what it was, but something. There's also at least one encounter along this way that's completely optional that I did not have to do, and I still ended up, or I still insisted on beating it stupidly. That was one of my many mistakes that I made along the way, and I barely survived that one. And I thought, well, okay, it's fine. Now I'm satisfied. I can just leave. You know, all the encounters are done. Okay, Rip Dragon. That was not very smart of you. Oh man, and so I was basically dead. I only had my I think I only had those strengthened fruits left, which I definitely have no way of replacing right now. So once I use those up, they're gone for the time being. Yeah, and when I went ahead to leave this place, it turned out that all the encounters along the way had actually respawned. And I just took that for an intended mechanic. And I don't know what caused it. Maybe it was running away from an encounter, because I can't really imagine what else might have triggered that. Because I ended up, you know, barely making it out alive. I don't know how. Being super lucky, retreating from battles several times, and running away with only one character alive, and all that kind of good stuff. And it ended up taking forever, and it was no fun at all. As I said, the episode ended up being 45 minutes long, with huge amounts cut out. And I went ahead to repeat the whole thing. I saved in a different save slot, basically, and I said I was gonna go ahead and beat that quest once again with, you know, buying some more recovery items. Basically the same thing you saw me do right here. And yeah, on my second trip, knowing what I was doing, it took me less than 20 minutes, and and none of the fights on the way back actually respawned. So I was free to just walk out. And that's really what killed me, what almost killed me several times on my first attempt, and I don't know what triggered it. As I said, the only thing that I can imagine, we find a pretty decent club here, 17 max attack, I think. So maybe that's good for Mary. I don't know. This is the cloak. That's the armor item I was talking about. So I will equip that instead of the Book of Flower, which is fine. I tried that before. So that does not reduce his damage. Only replacing Yukari's crest does that. So I'm going to give him the cloak that has 15 defense at max level. Right now it's only going to give him 1 extra point. That's fine. It might gain an additional effect upon leveling up. Maybe. We'll see. So yeah, I don't know. So many things went really, really wrong, and not all of them were my fault. I mean, whatever it is with Tosh's damage being glitched. Obviously I had no way of knowing that, and whatever caused all these encounters on the way here. As you can see, there's quite a few of them. I'm only doing the ones necessary, well, and the one that was guarding the treasure, I suppose, in that one side room. But there's, I don't know, I wasn't really counting, but there must be at least about 5 mandatory fights on the way here, and you know, having them once on the way in is fine, but having them once more on the way out with no way of healing yourself is horrible. And yeah, I should be able to avoid that easily, knowing what I'm doing here, mostly. You know what? You're gonna go Jubakuzen. Okay, gets stunned and actually killed. Okay. You guys are still paralyzed. Yeah, you finish off the skeleton because it's gonna get up. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's the damage he's supposed to do, in my opinion. And we level up. HP, MP, agility, yep, that's... So that also confirms that level up attribute increases are fixed, because those were the exact same all the 3 times that I've done this quest now, well, this being the 3rd time. I mean, with all the explanation stuff I've been doing, all the talking... Nice, another recover fruit. Awesome. Getting pretty lucky on those drops. Right, this path leads to an optional fight with a room with another door. Another one of those closed doors, but yeah. That's the one I insisted on doing that was completely unnecessary, and I'm gonna just skip on that. Right, and this is the puzzle room. So yeah, with as I was saying, with all the explanation stuff I've been doing, and you know, talking about things, this is gonna take a bit longer than my 2nd attempt off camera, but that's fine. It should still not take up an entire episode, well, 1.5 episodes worth of overall time. So what we have here is, I guess I'm gonna, well, yeah, I'm gonna show the encounter off once. And I'm not gonna run from it, just on the off chance that that was actually what triggered all the other fights to respawn. So we see these weird hatches here. I mean, they are hatches. You're gonna see pretty soon. And we got these runes on the floor. We also got these pillars here, and these pillars can actually be moved. Now, if you're like me and you see these patterns on the floor tiles, as well as the ones on top of these pillars, you might think, oh, of course, there are 6 pillars and there are 6 of these floor tiles. Obviously, you're gonna push one of these pillars on one of the floor tiles each, right? No, that's not right. What you're supposed to do is just put them in front of these hatches, and you'll see why shortly. So, yeah, let me go ahead and hopefully not mess up. There's a reason I'm avoiding stepping on these tiles, by the way. The reason to which you're also going to see pretty soon. I'm actually gonna move this over once and go like this. It's not a hard puzzle in and of itself, once you've figured out what to do. It's just a matter of carefully not maneuvering pillars in a situation where you can't push them, or where you can't push them without stepping on a tile. Okay, so we got the right half covered, basically. Oh, right, there's a small one behind that one. So you have to go around this way. This way. Yeah, as I said, if you're careful and, you know, taking your time, it's actually not difficult. We have this one. There's also... Well, you're gonna see. Nope! Okay, that was stupid. Accidentally stepped on that one. Because you see, the thing is... Well, actually... Yeah. So monsters come out of one of the hatches, and if you... They originally come out of this one, I think? If there's nothing covered up, you're gonna appear from this one, and appear in this row. So my first idea, after having noticed that, after realizing that covering up the floor tiles doesn't work, was covering up this row, but they just end up spawning one row below that. So you're actually supposed to block off all the hatches to keep the monsters from spawning at all, and that's how you complete the quest too. So these are gonna spawn, 6 of them, and they're pretty weak. But well, I was already weakened when I got here the first time, and I ended up fighting them several times also, and I also realized that you can just run away, but I'm not gonna do that. Because as I said, I'm not sure, but it's possible that I will, or that will make all the other fights respawn. I don't know if that's an intended mechanic, or I don't know, an oversight or a glitch or whatever, but I'm not gonna risk it either way. Okay, these can also charge up their attack power, but apparently none of them chose to this time around. It's okay. Let's see if I can... No, I was not able to paralyze them, but you can see Ghost Knights only level 20, not that many hit points. They're pretty manageable. There, the armor levels up, that's nice. Yeah, Tosh will actually, when not gimped, he will actually finish them off in one hit every single time, even on the counter. Okay, that guy charged up his strength. That's potentially dangerous. That does mean that he's gonna deal a lot more damage, so I'm gonna see if I can... Well, I was not able to paralyze him, so now he's either gonna deal quite a bit of damage. Speaking of which, Tosh is in a bit of trouble there. Oh, he charged again. That's pretty stupid on his part. Once again, the AI acting completely randomly, working in my favor here. Okay, we're both not looking so hot now. That's actually suboptimal. But you know what? I'm gonna play it real safe this time around. Gonna use a recover fruit to heal. And so is he. So, okay, that for some reason that skeleton didn't get up immediately. Also, even though powered up, that other skeleton barely dealt any damage. That's okay. I mean, that's great. So I didn't even have to heal, turns out, but, you know. There was no way of knowing that, for sure. Unfortunately, I cannot hit both of these one hit point skeletons at once, because I can't enter that square. In fact, there is no way for me to attack more than one enemy, so I might as well do this, eliminating that danger. You're gonna kill this one, I suppose? Wow. Don't overdo it. Okay, and that one destroys magic points. That's perfectly alright. Why don't you go ahead and do this? You're gonna take a counter hit. Oh, or not. Okay, turns out these skeletons don't even always counter. So yeah, this was pretty easy. Okay, now what I'm not sure about is if you can actually trigger the enemies to spawn once more without even resetting or exiting the room. Oh yeah, also what it said there, at the beginning, once I first entered this room, restart is now available. So you can reset the room in case you maneuver any of the pillars in a position where you can't move them, for example. So because even if you re-enter the room, pillars are gonna stay in the positions where you left them. Now, this one is a bit tricky. Yeah, okay, of course. Because this is the one pillar that's already on a tile, so you will trigger that no matter what. Which is why I would have preferred not to step on that other tile unnecessarily, but that's okay. Hopefully I can avoid any further complications of that kind. Gonna go ahead and buff speed again. Oh, also by the way, I did end up finding out that it doesn't make a difference which rank of the spell you use. It's always going to increase agility by 7, I think. So the only advantage, unless rank 2 has a longer duration, which I wasn't able to really confirm either way. The only benefit seems to be that it affects a larger area, so you can, you know, potentially affect more allies at once. Okay, 1 paralyzation. Decent. Okay, that guy countered, but he's dead now. Armor leveled up once more. Okay, Shu takes a little bit of damage. That's okay. Should be fine here. Nice dodge. 1 skeleton. Oh, that did not kill the paralyzed one. Okay. Ouch. Okay, which one? I guess I'm gonna... jump across here and finish off these two reliably, so they're out of the picture. How low is Torch exactly hit point wise? 32. Should be fine. I'm gonna actually do this to finish off this skeleton, or, well, put it at 1 HP. That one get up. Paralysis. Okay. Torch is still alive. That's all that matters at this point. Finish off those two. And being level 20, they barely give any experience at this point. If any, I don't know. 413! Holy crap. I mean, yeah, again. Magic apple, nice. Okay, that guy squandered his turn. Because yeah, I was pretty sure I was gonna kill him either way. Paralyzed and paralyzed due to being an undead at 1 hit point. Okay, so now don't accidentally trigger any more of those floor tiles and we should be fine. This new gamepad that I'm using with the much more precise D-pad also really helps with that. That should keep the monsters inside, indeed. Okay. You know what? I'm going to play it super safe and use one of the blood herbs that I have way too many of anyway. Wow, he's at 3 hit points. Yeah. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, none of the enemies should have respawned. And indeed they have not. Okay. So yeah. As I said, the first time around, that took 45 minutes. Every single one of these encounters was back here. Every single one. I mean, well, yeah, as I said, with all the talking and stuff and explanation and general let's play business going on, this took almost half an hour already versus my second attempt at this, which, you know, took like 19 minutes. But that's fine. We're still going to, well, we'll see, at least collect the bounty. You stopped the monsters? Yes, I did. Excellent. I never doubted your skill for a second. Well, you can believe me, I more than doubted my skill on that first horrible attempt. You may collect your reward at the guild. Yes, I will. Thanks. Okay, as he slowly walks off the screen. Also, what's up with Tosh always replacing my overworld sprite? It's not what I wanted. Here we go. Man. Yes, please exit that area and never return. Although, as I said, there is one more room. Huh. Although, now that I think about it, I never actually saw that door. But then even on that first attempt, I didn't mention it to the guy. Unlike the very first time around. So I'm assuming that it's not actually necessary to enter that room to trigger the next step in the quest line. Because I did not get a follow-up quest previously. Get bounty. Yes, 4,000. We're almost up to 100 merits, whatever that's worth. So previously I tried just exiting and re-entering this the guild. That didn't give me another quest. I'm going to rest here, save my game on my main save slot. Yes. Right. And I don't know, I guess I'm gonna exit the city for a moment and re-enter, and then look at the guild once more, just to make sure that's that doesn't trigger anything. Or maybe it does, who knows. We're gonna see real soon. Yeah. Well, I mean, ultimately, I'd like to... I mean, this is supposed to be a blind Let's Play. Okay, no extra jobs. That's actually quite okay with that right now. I do not mind not having to go into that horrible place again right away. Exit area, yes. So yeah, this is supposed to be a blind Let's Play, and yeah, can't go to that. Just making sure. And I would have been fine with including that first genuine experience, but honestly, it was no fun for me for the most part, and I'm not sure it would have been super entertaining necessarily. It also was just extremely long, and we barely achieved anything. We saw all, we learned all that we did in that video and in this one as well, and it took nowhere near as long. Stairs or rails? Which way should we go? According to the blueprints, I'd say the stairs. Good, let's move. According to us being humans and not trains, I'd also say stairs, not tracks. Or rails, whatever. As both of those guys move super slowly. What? What? What are you doing, Josh? Damn, that's what I thought. These stairs have been booby-trapped to explode on contact. How could you know that? That's a very good question. Intuition. Okay. Of course, they only exploded once. That's, alright. I'll just accept that. And we're in Romalia. Impressive. And deadly. If we fight fairly, I do not think we can win. I'll fight in whatever manner necessary to finish these bastards. Whatever we decide, we should do it quickly. Indeed. And we can move again. Can I go back? Looks like I can. And since the game lets me... Time is wasting, yeah. Okay. No, let's actually not enter, not exit completely. Let's press forward. Do wanna, well, honestly, looking at the timer, I should probably be ending the episode. What's this? Nothing? Okay. Some stairs down. I should probably be ending the episode, but I kind of feel the need to actually make some progress. Chimera Research Lab, right away. Okay, so I guess we're lucky that it's right on the outskirt of the city and not somewhere deep inside. Well, there's this closed door. Come on. New digipad. Please don't disappoint. Oh. What? In here? Well, since it's the only way we can go, I suppose. Come on! Okay. Got another stairs down and nothing else. Okay. Sure. If you say so. And another. And another. Okay. I see a pattern here. Any guess? One more? Yep. Sure enough. Trying to look out for... Okay. For any treasure chests or stuff, but I didn't see anything like that. These things make me a little bit suspicious. Yep. Whoa, that was a noise. Damn. There are too many. Actually, we should be fine. You don't have a choice. Get ready. Wait a minute. They're not attacking. Well. Not yet. Okay, they just blocked our path. They've turned into statues again. It's to block us in this hellhole, I'm sure. Looks like it. Oh, and we're gonna... Oh, we're back in Zalbat's chamber. Sir, step forth and report. The main tunnel was breached by the resistance. Members of the resistance team have infiltrated Romalia. Leave them be. But let Galarno handle them. This is his mess to sort out. As you wish, sir. The resistance seems to be more resourceful than you imagined. Do not worry, Master. Their target is Galarno, I'm certain of it. Yes, but we cannot let their actions disturb our plans. You must warn Galarno so he can stop Ark before he becomes stronger. It shall be done, Master. Stop Ark, huh? What's Ark doing exactly? It's been a while since we saw him. Huh. I'm not sure. Oh, here we are. Ha ha ha! This is almost too perfect. And now, for the coup de grace. Is the machine ready? Yes, sir. Machine? The little trump card I've been saving. And who do you wish me to dispatch first? Patience, my cold-blooded compadre. Your turn will arrive soon enough. For now, just sit back and enjoy the show. Yeah. Well, who's gonna be next? Oh, these guys again. Cool. This is only the first stage of a bigger trap, I feel it. Perhaps they're trying to close us into a corner. If that's their plan, they underestimate our resolve. But they'll know that soon enough. Right. Oh. Oh! It's you! Oh, Tosh, this is very fortunate indeed. What are you doing here? We came to help you, but got a bit confused down here. But, what were you... What? Hello, Shu. Long time no see. It is Shu, isn't it? I'm afraid I don't know your friend. I'm Tosh. Any friend of Gauguin's has my allegiance as well. ... Question mark? Yes, well, this isn't the time for introductions, really. Right, we have a job to do here. And we should keep moving. Yes. Well, that's nice. Except... Wait a minute. Why aren't they actual party members yet? I hope that's gonna change as soon as we get into some sort of fight. What I also wouldn't mind is a save point. Is the switch turned on? Yeah, I guess. And, okay, well. Party time! Not a huge party, only 2 zombies. Well, well, looks like the party's over to me. What are you talking about? We can take these 2. But what if there were more? More? Yes! What are you talking about? What? Oh no. Seriously? Ah, man. Yeah, them not showing up as party members should have made me suspicious. But it didn't. Come closer and I'll show you. No, Tosh! They're imposters! Crap. Fake Gogan. And fake Lisa. Oh man. Game, you got me. Gotta hand it to you. That's something I did not foresee. Okay, you know what? With this nice little cliffhanger, I'm gonna end the episode. Much more happy with this one than the first attempt. Can believe that. As always, I thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Till then, have a wonderful time and bye-bye.